Hello?
Hi there. I was looking for Christopher that lives at 63 Place.
Yeah, this is Christopher. Who's this?
Oh, good. I was able to track down your number. Hey, my name is Ken Wickersham, and I'm actually the previous owner of the house that you live in.
Okay, all right.
Hi- yeah.
Cool.
How you liking it so far?
I love the place, man.
Great.
Absolutely.
Great.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Cool.
What
So,
are you what are you calling about?
well, the reason I'm calling is I just want to give you a heads up about something, and I don't have a ton of time, so I'll try to make this quick.
Oh, okay.
So the police might be heading over there, and I'd say about an hour or so, and might have a few questions about the place. Quick heads up.
Hold on. The police?
Yeah,
Police are gonna come over here?
yeah, they were at my apartment just a little bit ago and wanted some information about something that I was definitely not involved in a few years ago. And so I talked to them. They said they were gonna head over there. So just a heads up.
I mean, head over here about what, man? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. It's just they wanted to ask some questions about the house. I think so. Just, shouldn't be a
Man,
big deal.
I'd like a little more information, man. If the police are coming over here, I mean, what's this all about?
There was a situation a few years back, and authorities got all up in my biz, and I don't really want to get into all of it, but
I mean, I mean, what are the police? What are the police coming over here for, man? I mean, can you just give me a little hint, some kind of
Yeah.
information here?
I
This is crazy. You know that, right?
I guess might be good to tell you a little more. I guess. All right, so a few years ago, I picked up some hitchhikers off of the interstate, and they came over to dinner at my house, which is your house now, and I let them stay the night, and then the next morning, they were gone. But all their clothes and backpacks were still there. It was super weird.
All right.
Yeah.
Um,
And if you can believe it, the cops thought I had something to do with it just because of my past. Yeah.
Man, this is because of your past.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as a kid, I was in and out of mental wards for some sketchy stuff. And there were some horrific crimes later on, and they never had any hard evidence to prove anything, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. I could go on for a while, but you don't want to hear all that.
Dude, honestly, you're freaking me out, man. You're, I mean,
Okay, so the police, I guess because of my quote questionable history, they think that I was involved in the hitchhiker murders at the house.
hold on, the hitchhiker murders.
Well, I meant disappearance. Like, oh man. I mean, yeah, that's what I meant.
You said
Disappear.
murders, bro. You said murders.
No, I don't think I did.
I'm sure that you did, man. So,
If you're accusing me of murdering hitchhikers and then burying them underneath the floorboards in the kitchen, all right, it's a little putting words in my mouth there because I didn't say that.
actually, you just said that. You literally just said under the floorboard in the kitchen, murder hitchhikers. Those two phrases.
Okay, that's what the cops are saying too, but I don't know where everybody's getting their bad info from. But
It sounds like the cops are going to come here and dig up my floorboards.
yeah, that's what
And
they
find
were.
a couple of dead hitchhikers in them.
They were saying something about digging up the floorboards. They're not going to find anything. I mean, if you're going to dispose of a body in that way, you have tricks on how to like melt everything down. I mean, that's what I've seen on TV. So they won't
Dude.
find anything if they were going to do that.
I mean, I'm going to have to tell the cops all of the you're telling me, all right? I mean, I'm going to have to tell them all of this. You do
dude.
know that, right?
Okay, how about you leave and come over and meet me right now, and we'll have like an early dinner and talk about it.
What are you talking about?
I'm inviting you over for dinner.
I know what you're trying to do, man. You're inviting me to dinner like the hitchhikers.
What?
I'm not falling for this.
Okay, there's a difference. Don't bring your backpack and clothes with you. And I didn't pick you up off the side of the interstate, so not just like the hitchhikers, but yeah, come on over for din. Early dinner.
There is definitely something very wrong with you. I'm sure you've heard that before.
I have. Those hitchhikers said the same thing. It's weird how people say the same thing about me all the time.
I'm calling the cops right now, man. I'm not even waiting for them to get over here.
Don't do that because this is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning doing a phone tap on you, and your sister Clarissa set you up.
Oh, my God.
She told me you just moved into your new place and wanted to give you sort of a housewarming present.
Are you
Prank phone call.
kidding me, man?
About the hitchhikers, no. But that wasn't at your place, all right? Different place. That is a hot job.
Last time I was at the craft store and every other time before, it's always been like a 65-year-old woman that's done that for me.
Well, you're going to the wrong craft stores
Apparently.
because there are some hot dudes working at the craft stores. And Denise knows that because that's where she met the dude she wants to call today for a second date update. What's up, Denise?
Hi.
God, you're a maniac, Denise, rolling out to the craft store hitting on men.
Well, it didn't go down exactly like that.
Okay, how did it go down?
Well, I had to make a return, and I didn't know if they would accept it because I had bought it at a different store. So I called, and the guy who I spoke to was really nice.
Wait, so you didn't even see this guy in person? You just called him on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I talked to him, and he was really nice. And, we ended up discovering that we both went to the same high school.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, how long were you on the phone with the guy from the craft store about returning some fabric?
It wasn't that long. It was probably longer than a normal conversation, but it
Yeah.
wasn't that long.
Did you guys know each other in high school? Did you realize that?
No, I guess we went at different times.
Okay. A lot in common with this craft store fella. Did you ask him out on a date right then, or?
No, I didn't. So, we got off the phone, and then I ended up going right in, in the next hour, and, he was working, and I saw him, and he was really cute.
Which was
Oh, man.
shocking. Were you shocked by that? You were a little shocked.
I was a little shocked. I
Yeah.
was, because I feel like normally it's a 65-year-old lady who's working at the craft store. So
Right.
it was surprising.
Okay, and who asked who out? Did you ask him out or did he ask you out?
We just exchanged numbers and agreed to go out later that night.
Ooh. You and craft store boy are moving quick.
Yeah.
What's his name, by the way, so I don't have to call him that?
His name is Russell.
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 Okay.
He probably goes by craft store boy
Yeah.
in all of the circles that he runs in, so it's probably not a big deal. What'd you and Russell do?
We just went to a taqueria and got margaritas and tacos.
Nice.
And how was it?
It was really fun.
Cool.
We both talked about how much we dig a bunch of different TV shows. And there's one that I really want to see, and I feel like people have talked about it. And he was like, oh, my gosh, me too. Is it? And then, I said Dexter as he was saying it, and we were like, what?
That's the most romantic thing I've ever heard. That's a show about a serial killer. So you guys bonded over your interest in a serial killer. That's very romantic.
Yeah, it wasn't that romantic, but it was cool. We both wanted to see the same show.
Okay, that's an easy segue into so we should hang out and see the show together. Did that happen?
So it's funny that you say that because that's exactly what happened next. He asked me over to his apartment to watch Dexter.
Oh.
Oh, wait, that same night?
Yeah, it was the same night that I talked to him on the phone and then made the return and then eating tacos and drinking margaritas. I'm going over to his apartment and we're watching Dexter. It sounds like I've known him for a month, but it's been just one day.
Yeah, you guys have spent more quality time together than a lot of couples already.
Yeah, cool.
And you didn't feel like it was a ploy just to get you back to the house?
Oh, no, I totally did, but I was absolutely fine with that.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, you guys are on the same page there, too. Wow.
Yeah.
How did the rest of the evening go?
So we got there and we started watching the show, and it was really good. And before we knew it, it had been, I think we binge watched it for 3 hours, and nothing happened. We literally watched the show for 3 hours.
That was it?
Yeah, and then what?
Then I was like, oh, it's really, really late. I need to go. And so he walked me to the door and he gave me a hug and I left. And we agreed we would talk later. But that was it. Nothing no kissing or anything like that.
Wow, that's weird. He actually just wanted to watch the show that you guys talked about.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe he was really into it. It is really good. It's not like I was sitting there waiting for something to happen. I guess it's just thinking about it. I'm like, that's a little weird.
And you're sure he's interested in you and in women?
I think so. I think we hit it off. He seemed to be not creepy flirty, but flirty enough to where it was oh, he seems interested in me.
Okay.
And, he asked me to his house. And
How many times have you guys talked since then?
so here's the weird thing. We texted a lot and we talked on the phone a couple times and then it just kind of fizzled out. and I don't know why.
Weird. Well, these craft store employees, they're players. So he's, probably got a ton of girls coming in there making returns. I mean,
Ladies, maybe.
yeah, he spent a lot of time at the retirement home. You know how it goes.
You guys joke, but if you're a cute boy in a craft store, I'm just telling you, you've got elementary and school teachers everywhere. And there's a lot of cute single ones.
I hope that's not the case because I want the craft store boy for myself.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Denise is on the phone and she met a guy named Russell, and their first date had all of the makings that a long-lasting relationship needs. It had tacos, a mutual love for arts and crafts, and an insane serial killer. It's really all you need to make a relationship work, and they had everything. So now she's confused why the dude isn't calling her back. They met at a craft store. He actually works there, and they agreed to go out for tacos. They went out for tacos, and after that, they went to go watch Dexter at his place because they were talking about it during the date. But since then, the conversation has kind of trailed off, and now she hasn't heard from him in a while. So we're about to get him on the phone and find out what happened. Are you ready, Denise?
Okay, thanks.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Russell, please?
Yeah, this is Russell.
Russell, how are you, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Why are you calling me?
Because I want to talk to you about something.
Are you hitting on me? Like what? Why is there...
You never know,
No,
Russell.
yeah. No, I'm not, but I am interested in craft store employees, so maybe someday, Russell.
You know I work at the craft store? Like what is this phone call?
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So we recently got an email about you from a girl named Denise.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Denise emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone because apparently you've stopped talking to her.
Of course I did.
What do you mean,
Of
of course
you
you
did.
did? It sounds like you guys spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, I don't know what you would define as a long time. I mean, we hung out one day, like one night.
Okay, yeah, she told us that, but I just meant like a lot of time in that one day.
Honestly, how much do you know? Like, why would you be... I don't understand this phone call.
Well, we know kind of a lot about your date because Denise emailed us, like I said, and we talked to her about it. And she said that she met you because you work at a craft store that she goes to. And you guys went out for tacos, and then we're talking about Dexter, and then you went back to your place to watch some of the show.
I was honestly shocked that you guys could watch 3 hours of any show after margaritas, and neither one of you made any sort of move on each other.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. She did tell you a lot, didn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
She told us all about your evening, and that's why she's confused. Like, why'd you stop talking to her?
I stopped talking to her because she's got to respect me.
What?
How was she not respectful?
You know what? I'd rather this just go away. I don't want to talk to her again, and we could just move on from this.
Whoa.
Well, can you give us anything? Because she's really confused. I just want to be able to tell her something.
And I mean, if she did something to like disrespect you, she doesn't know she
Yeah,
did it.
she did. She did. Did she tell you how she finished the entire first season of Dexter without me?
No.
Well, she did. And that was supposed to be our thing. So obviously she doesn't respect me now, does she?
Wait, that's what you're upset about? Like, that's her disrespect, is her finishing the season of Dexter?
You're acting like it's not a big deal. We spend 3 hours getting into this series. This is what we bonded over. She takes off, and then she tells me a few days later that she finished the whole season without me. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Oh.
Apparently, you sound really upset by this.
Yeah, because this is more than just a TV show. This is what we bonded over, all right? So it does, yeah, it kind of hurts.
What was your reaction to her when she told you that she finished the season?
She texted that to me, and to be honest, I was a little shocked. I wouldn't even say a little shocked. I was a lot of shocked, all right? To finish the whole season, I didn't even want to respond to her. I had to cool off. I had to take a few hours.
Wow.
Huh.
You guys are acting like this is no big deal. This is a big f***ing deal, dude.
I can tell that this is very important to you. And that's why I want to tell you that she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Hey, Russell.
You've been on the phone the whole time?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you have time to be on the phone. I figured you're up to seasons 2, 3, and 4 by now.
Oh, my God.
I thought this was going to be our thing. I thought this was the start to our relationship. Hey, let's watch the show together. But I guess you had other plans.
Russell, we've never even kissed. We hung out for one day, and you're talking about the start of a relationship? Like, we hung out one time. We hugged. I don't think I've betrayed you here. I thought we just had a good time.
Yeah, we did have a good time. And then you had to go and finish season 1.
I mean, okay, aside from that being a little crazy, it's kind of sweet that he wanted this to be your thing.
Yeah, oh, totally. I agree. I think that's really sweet. But, like, to just decide that, like, oh, this is really offensive and I'm just going to ghost right now because I watched the rest of Dexter is kind of a little insane. Like, I will absolutely go and watch all those episodes with you again, for sure. I had no idea that you were, like, this intense about we're watching it together.
I told you when it was done, that was the best first 3 episodes of my life. Did that not clue you in on how I would want to continue them with you? I mean, this is just a foreshadowing what our relationship would be, is that we would start something and you'd finish it without me.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Thought you were exaggerating when you said that. And also, again, we're not dating.
I'm aware we're not dating, because if we were dating, you wouldn't have finished the season without me. You did. You don't respect me. You don't respect the TV shows that we bonded over.
Are you being serious right now, or is this just
I'm
like a giant
110%
joke?
serious. This is why I haven't texted you back.
Oh.
You only care about yourself.
You're right. It goes so much deeper than just a TV show there, Russell.
Exactly. Thanks for understanding my position on this.
No problem.
Okay, while I do think that, Russell, you're being like way over dramatic, he does bring up one point. I mean, if you commit to a TV show with someone,
Totally.
you finish it with someone.
I agree.
Okay, absolutely. And had we agreed, I would understand where he's coming from. But since we didn't talk about it at all, he hugged me at the door and we said, hope we hang out soon. I didn't think I was disrespecting him or cheating on him by watching some episodes the next morning.
Cheating.
You watched it the next morning? Let's go watch Game of Thrones or some Don't watch the thing we just started the next morning. That's crazy.
Principles.
Oh, my God.
You know how bad I wanted to watch Dexter, but I didn't? I was going to wait for you. In fact, the second you left, I was going to start the 4th episode. But no, I was into you. I respect you. Let's wait, watch Dexter together. Nope, you just decide, I'm going to get some shut-eye, wake up, Russell, I'm going to start episode 4.
Oh, my gosh. You are a crazy person.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
I can tell you're fired up, Russell, but I have to ask, would you like to go on a second date with Denise? We will pay for it.
No, I don't have time. I have to catch up on Dexter.
Oh, man.
I have a feeling that, Denise, you may be over it too.
Yeah, I think I'm over it, dude. I can't believe I even like you. You sound like the total opposite of anything that I would like, which is stable.
You know what? I don't need you. I don't need people that are cheaters in my life.
Wow. He is really low key.
It's important to him.
Yeah. Russell, I really hope you never meet anybody and start Breaking Bad with them.
Yeah, right?
I hope you never meet anyone because that's going to be the craziest, most toxic relationship in the entire world. And that's going to be before you guys even communicate with words.
Spoiler alert, I need to leave.
Oh, my God.
Is that all? I'm done here.
Yes, that's all, Russell. The episode is finished, and I'm glad we could all share it together.
Yeah, good for you, smart. Rub it in. I hope a girl never does that to you.
I hope so, too. And Denise, I hope you learned a valuable lesson today.
Absolutely. Don't date psychopaths.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Man, people take their TV watching very seriously.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Text in at 78592. It says, I had an ex that watched episodes of Park and Rec ahead of where we were at, and it was like a stab through the heart.
It is.
If you don't know what I'm talking about today's second date update. This dude, Russell, got a call from Denise. They went out together, and he wasn't calling her back. On their date, they ended up watching Dexter together, and they really enjoyed it. So she went home and watched a few episodes on her own and told him about it. And he stopped talking to her and didn't want to see her again because she was a liar and a cheater. And how dare she watch more episodes without him? He was pissed. And everybody texting in right now at 78592 is pretty much on his side.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. I understand being upset, right? It's caused fights in my relationship even before. But to not go out with someone again over it, that
Yeah.
seems extreme
Yeah, I
to me.
refuse to watch anything with my girlfriend for the same reason. You go ahead a couple episodes, I'm like, okay, I will never start anything with you ever again. But you're right, it's not like I'm never going to see her again. I just don't watch TV with her anymore.
You're doing the smart thing. You're not watching TV with her, and you're not watching, because if she did watch an episode ahead of you, you'd probably end up breaking up with her at some point. Somebody
like
texted in
cheating.
at 78592 and says, I kind of get it. I've been dying to watch the new episode of Game of Thrones, but that's my girlfriend's show, and
Yeah.
if she finds out, she'll kill me.
Well, did
And
you,
there's lots of people texting in at 78592 saying they would kill somebody for watching episodes ahead of them.
did you see the text that says, my husband didn't talk to me for 3 days because I watched an episode of Arrow without him? It was super offensive to him, too, apparently.
Yeah, apparently that's the worst thing you can do in a
3
relationship. It's like,
days of the silent treatment?
Hey, I feel it, honestly.
I would rather you go out and have an affair. A super emotional one where you spent the whole time talking about how terrible I was as a person and that's why you're cheating on me, then watch one episode of Dexter without me.
Oh my God.
That is ridiculous.
Can you
The
imagine
disrespect.
if you actually did a spoiler to him? Like if you
Oh,
gave him
man.
something that
Oh,
happened
man.
later in the season?
Oh, really?
So they decided not to go out again. He did not want to talk to her anymore, and she was like, you're crazy because you're this upset about me watching Dexter ahead of time, and she didn't want to go out with him. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, dude? This is Esteban.
Excuse me?
Hey, what's up, dude?
I'm sorry, who is this?
Oh, dude, this is Esteban. Jim told me call you. He said you teaching comedies?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I do.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I want to be stand-up comedians.
Well, yeah. Have you done it? Do you have any experience?
Nah, dude, like I never done stand-up, but I make music for the masses, you know? I make music.
Okay, but you need material. So,
What kind of material you mean? Like clothing material? Like good jackets?
see, that was a little funny, but I mean, like, you'd have to prepare some stories, from your life, like maybe about your childhood or
Oh,
your
dude.
girlfriend.
What about me like banging chicks or whatever?
There are a lot of women in the audience, so, you might not want to
Yeah,
use those
dude.
words unless you're making a point.
Yo, man, hey, if there's like women in the audience and I do my jokes and then I get off stage and then I'm gonna bang them.
Okay, well, good luck with that.
Esteban wants to tell jokes to make the women crazy.
Okay, so what kind of thing do you think you would talk about?
Funny stuff.
Well, yeah, of course, funny stuff, but like what kind of funny stuff?
Well, like I think like the super funny stuff, you know?
Yeah, I don't think you're understanding me, Esteban.
I got like
Like
lots of ideas, you know?
Say that again?
I got lots of ideas.
Tell me one. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to lose my temper. I have 20 things going on here. Tell me an idea for a topic that you would talk about that would be funny.
Esteban would talk about the color purple.
The movie?
No, like the color is funny, you know? If I get up there and I talk about how like weird purple is, people are gonna go like, "Oh my God, dude, this guy, he's crazy."
Okay, I have to stop you because you're talking about it now, and I'm not going, "Oh my God, this guy."
Yeah, but dude,
I'm going, "Oh my God,
Okay.
this guy."
think about it though. Hey, like if you think about it, okay, Think about it. Like, where did it come from, you know? Like,
It came from red and blue. Okay?
what do you
And
mean?
guess where green came from? Yellow and blue. Did you know that?
No, dude, I thought they were just
You know
colors.
where
You know?
orange came from? Take a guess, Esteban.
Purple?
Who gave you my number?
Jim gave me your number.
Jim gave you my number.
Yeah, dude. It's funny because he told me I like should call you so I could get some help writing jokes or whatever. But like listening to you, I don't hear anything. Like you don't even know what's funny, you know?
Really? Really?
Yeah, dude.
'Cause
Like,
if that isn't the kettle calling the pot a pot, I don't know what is.
but dude, like I'm telling you, the purple stuff is good. You know, like that's gold.
Who told you it's good?
Like my friends, I'd be like, hey, dude, like what's up with purple? You know, and then they just like laughing.
And they laugh at that.
Yeah, dude. Like they laughing everywhere. You know?
Are they high?
Yeah, sometimes. You know.
Hey, listen, man. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. You are wasting my time. A lot of my time.
Yeah, but dude,
I hope there's probably somebody out there who could work with you.
what if I
But I can't help you.
What if Esteban combines music and then also like comedy, you know? Like if I go on stage, I could go like, Esteban is really funny. Hey Eddie, I bang your daughter Molly.
Hey, what the do you think you're doing?
I'm singing a song, dude.
No, you were singing and using my daughter's name in there. Do you know her?
Yeah, dude, I do.
Dude, you better not know her. You better not know her.
Well, I know her because she actually asked me to call you.
Who is this?
This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5 doing a phone tap on you. Your daughter Molly set you up.
Oh, man. I thought this guy was singing to me about banging my daughter.
It wasn't.
Oh, my God.
It was a good song, though, wasn't it?
What?
It was a good song, though, wasn't it?
No, it didn't rhyme.
That was your problem with it?
Yeah, that and the banging my daughter part.
Oh, all right. Her name is Jenna, and she wants to do a second date update. What's up, Jenna, you animal?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
He's not really spot on with that, is he, Jenna?
No, we're just normal people doing normal things.
Right, Jenna, I read your email, and you hooked up with the dude that you want to call today after your first date, so...
Whoa!
Yeah, I think calling it a date is maybe a little strong, to be honest.
So you hooked up with a
so
dude you
one
weren't
night
even
stand.
going out on a date with. Case proved.
Wow.
Game, set, match, Jenna.
She a freak, bro.
I
Yep.
mean, theater people don't really date. Like, we don't have time. We kind of just, you meet people that you work with, and then you know, do things, and it goes somewhere or it doesn't.
Okay.
And
Okay, you're all about feeling and passion.
yeah, and drinking and sensuality and
And that is why I
Damn it.
say I regret that I never went into drama. All right, Jenna, so
Gosh.
tell us a little bit about the guy that you want to call today. What's his name?
his name is Brandon.
Brandon.
Brandon,
And where did you meet Brandon?
We just got done doing a show together. He's an actor, and I'm an actor.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
And, you know, it's really kind of uncool. Like, you never want to hook up. It's bad news bears to, like, hook up with someone while you're doing the show. But then, you know, we've just been flirting all through rehearsal and performances. And he's hilarious. He's incredibly talented,
So
which
wait,
is really sexy.
are you just saying that the rap party at the end of any run is your time to get it on with whoever you've been dreaming about the entire time you've been doing the play?
Yeah, it's that time where that, like, taboo, which not everybody follows against, like, you know, sleeping with someone that you've been working with, it's, like, over because you're not working together anymore.
So you can do it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So thank you for
You
confirming.
are so right. You
my
were
dream.
Sorry.
Yes, I mean, there is a reason for that stereotype, I guess. But, yeah,
Okay.
So how did everything go down with Brandon then?
it was, like, it was good. I mean, we had all this tension build up through the show. And then at the party, we just, like, let it all hang out.
Oh.
We got super wasted. We made out, like, in front of everyone in a corner like we were in high school. I mean,
Nice.
it was embarrassing, but also, like, who cares?
Okay. And how drunk were you? Were you guys pretty hammered?
We were pretty hammered. I mean, I remember everything, but but yeah, we were drunk. We were drunk enough to be, you know, 30-year-olds making out at a party, which is
Right.
pretty drunk and embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you go back to his place or he come to yours?
I went back to his place, but first he was like, let's grab food. And I'm like, no, let's just do it. And
I perform better on an empty stomach.
I don't want to sober up and start to think about this stuff.
I mean, but we were so, like, I was really, really hungry, and we were so hammered that we ended up going for fondue.
That seems like a really bad drunk food to me.
It was terrible. We were drunk and loud and covered in cheese and just having the best time, but everyone in that restaurant hated us.
Oh,
Yeah.
It sounds like an awesome date, though.
Uh-huh.
It was. Like, it was so much fun. Like, I knew he was fun, but this was like some next level fun.
Right.
And so did you go straight to his place after the fondue?
Yeah, we went back to his place.
Okay, and can I ask details about that, or is that too...
I feel like you're pretty open. You should share something.
It's true. I guess I just, like, don't really know what I can say on the radio. Yeah, no, it was great.
You ended that one covered in cheese. Everybody was annoyed. Same situation as the fondue restaurant.
We just, like, had our cheese greasy bodies, like, rubbing up against each other. No.
I mean, the most important part of all of it is what it was like the morning after.
I didn't really get to talk to him the morning after because I was late for my day job. So I didn't want to wake him up or anything because it was super early.
Yeah.
So I just had to sneak out, which I didn't worry about it too much.
Right.
And I just, like, sent him a text. I was like, hey, I had to go. But now I've been texting him. It's been like a week. And I'm used to seeing him every day because of the show. And he's just sent me, like, one-word answers to my questions. And I have no idea what happened.
Right, because now you're missing a friend, and you're missing out on someone that you sound like you really like.
I do like him. It was an incredible night, and I think I want to see him. Like, I would consider him relationship material, you know?
Wow, that's a big statement coming from a theater girl. We know how you guys look at relationships.
It is.
Yeah, she's like, you're
Not even
right.
arguing with it, yeah.
Absolutely. You're right again, Jubal.
I don't know. I feel like I made a mistake.
All right, well, we'll find out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then we'll call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Enter Jubal, stage right. Hey, Mr. Johnson. The grass is looking good today.
Oh my gosh.
You gonna spend some time out there? Oh, I'm doing fine. What am I gonna be doing today? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because today is a special day, Mr. Johnson.
It is?
We're going to find a date for Jenna. She's not getting a call back from Brandon. We're gonna call him and ask him why. Why would he go out and then blow her off? Cause that's not cool. You over there, you upstairs, you down the block. Are you excited? We're all excited for today's second date as we march down the street and we sing hip hooray. Let's see if Jenna can get a call back and go out with Brandon one more time.
Second Date the musical. I love it.
Thank you.
Jubal, great performance.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
I'm just happy to be part of the kick line in the back.
Yep. Well, it's not about me. It's about Jenna right now.
Yeah.
And the reason we opened up the second date update like that is because Jenna met the dude that she wants to call today in the theater. They actually performed together and ended up hooking up after the wrap party of their production. And now he's not getting back to her and she doesn't know why. Jenna, may I be in your next play, whatever it is?
I thought your performance was very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's good.
Yeah. The reviews will be out soon. I'll let you know what the New York Times says. But as for you, are you ready to give Brandon a call and find out why he's not getting back to you after you guys hooked up?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Well, we'll get him on the phone right now. We'll dial his phone number and see if we can figure it out for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, I was looking for Brandon.
this is Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Just getting ready to head to work.
Do you have any idea who this is?
No, not one bit.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Well, it's Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
All right. Why are you guys calling me?
Well, because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and she emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why you're blowing her off.
Someone emailed you that I went on a date with?
Yeah.
Call me?
Yeah. You recently hung out with a girl that you know very well. Her name is Jenna.
Oh, God.
What? I mean, she knows that date is a pretty loose term here.
I was going to say we were not out on a date.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. She told us
When you said you call on for people who have gone out, I haven't been out on a date for months. I've been doing this show.
Yeah. She told us that's where she met you. You guys are performing in the same play.
Yeah.
And she said that after you guys had finished everything and you were having the party for your closing night, she said that you guys made out at that party and then went and had some fondue and spilled cheese all over each other and then went back to your place. And I don't know. I don't want to even think about what was done there, but did some stuff there
It
together
wasn't
as
for the
well.
lactose intolerant.
Is that all true?
Yeah, no, I mean, it happened.
Nice.
Wait, you sound kind of hesitant about it. Like, didn't you enjoy yourself?
I mean, we had a decent time, and we had kind of had this real flirty thing going on during the course of the performance or whatever, but, it was fun.
Okay.
All right.
This is
So
all
not-
positive.
Not good, not great, but fun.
Yeah, I mean, great is a whole nother level if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But,
So was it just, maybe it was just a one-night stand for you and that's it.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't completely shut off from it at first. It didn't have to be a one-night stand. I wasn't like, oh, this is a one-night stand, definitely.
Okay, so
so-
it wasn't a one-night stand, definitely. Why is it a one-night stand now? What's so funny?
You have to tell us.
Yeah, we were pretty.
It's so funny.
What happened? You have to tell me what happened.
I mean, so at one point we went back to my place, and it kind of took a really strange turn. I'll be honest with you.
Wait, who made the turn to strange, you or her?
Well, I mean, if it was me that made the turn to strange, I don't think we'd be having this conversation.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. That's true. You probably would have just
point.
hung up on us and been like, not interested.
Yeah. So no, I mean, it was totally. She made things so weird once we actually kind of started fooling around and hooking up, and I was just like, I felt so uncomfortable. It was so strange.
Really?
What'd she
Why?
do?
She
Oh
I really
my
don't.
God.
It's so weird. I really don't think I should. I don't think I should
No,
tell you
I
guys.
think now you've gone too far, dude.
No,
You
Can't be that weird.
Do you think
look. She wanted to do the second date update, right? We talked to everybody. We're like, you have to be willing to hear whatever this person says. So
Yeah.
whatever is so hysterical to you, she's willing to hear it.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Fine.
maybe she doesn't think it's weird. Maybe just you do.
I think you guys probably will too.
Really?
So we're hooking up and making out, and she kept insisting on calling me by my character's name from the play that we were in.
What?
It was so weird. It was so weird.
Like
That's
role-playing?
weird. Yeah, so she wanted to hook up with the character and not you.
Honestly, I didn't think about it that way, but that makes it a hell of a lot weirder.
Oh, okay,
Why?
wait.
Why does
is
it make
that
it
so
weirder?
Weird, though?
The character that I played was Tiny Tim
What?
from A Christmas Carol.
Tiny Tim
Wait.
from A Christmas Carol.
Stop
From the
it.
Christmas, yeah.
All right, that is
Tiny
weird.
Tim.
That's
And
weird.
She kept insisting on calling me Tiny Tim the whole time.
Can you?
Tiny Tim this, Tiny Tim kiss that.
Wow.
What did you say to her?
No.
I mean, I didn't say much, obviously. I kept going.
Oh my God.
At least it could have been like Scrooge or something. I don't know, but
That's
not Tiny.
cute.
I mean, nothing is good from that play. I don't think. But
No. And at a certain point, she stopped. She dropped the Tim entirely, and she just started calling me Tiny.
Okay, that's
Come on,
insane.
Tiny.
Okay. To her defense,
defense, is there any way she could have just been so still wrapped up in the play that it's just the name that she used?
I honestly, I think that's a question you're going to have to ask her. I have no clue.
Oh, my God.
Why don't we do that then, Brandon?
You mean Tiny Tim?
Jenna, do you remember?
Whoa, what?
Oh, Brandon, Jenna is on the other line listening. And so
are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's way
Jenna?
more embarrassing for her.
Jenna, are you still on the phone?
Oh, Jenna.
I am
Hi.
How many shades of red are you right now, Jenna?
about 1 million.
Oh, you
Like a whole rainbow of red. I do not remember saying that. Brandon, I thought I remembered everything that happened that night, but apparently I was wrong.
How do you not remember that? You must have said it like 30 times in 45 minutes or so. Like, you don't remember this? That you wanted me to call you Mrs. Cratchit the whole time?
Tiny Tim and Mrs. Cratchit.
It was weird.
That is...
Like I have no idea what drunk me wanted to do. I thought it was funny, maybe drunk me thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny. That was not funny at all.
Say anything about it. You didn't stop.
No, I didn't stop, but I laughed into the pillow a couple times.
Oh my God. But you could have I don't know, said, "Hey, you owe me a coffee," and then us have a conversation about it instead of just ghosting me. I thought, whatever, if you don't want to do that thing again, that's fine. But I thought,
if you don't want to role play Tiny Tim and Miss Cratchit in the bedroom.
She has a very good point, Brandon.
I'm sorry. I'm a pretty honest person, and it just is what it is. We had a connection, and now we don't have a connection, I'll be honest. I don't feel that great about it.
well, then you're obviously kind of a dead inside jerk. I mean, how can you just have a connection and then be nope, never happened. You either have a real connection or you don't, or you're dead inside, which you're obviously dead inside. So,
Whoa.
Brandon, I would love to ask if you will go on a second date with Jenna.
Wow.
We will pay for it.
Oh, God, I don't think I could sit at a table and look her in the eyes at this point.
Wow.
So that's a no?
Honestly, it was too weird for me. We were these characters in this play, and then we go back to my place, and all of a sudden it's Tiny Tim and Mrs. Cratchit hanging out in bed naked. It's too weird.
It's really weird.
But an interesting continuation to the whole thing.
No, it's...
All right, well, Jenna, I'm sorry you didn't get your second date.
yeah, I'm not sorry. And, obviously this jerk doesn't understand, what happens when you get wasted and have some fun.
Yeah, sometimes you get wasted and you hook up with Tiny Tim.
So gross, man.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, despite the role that guy played, dudes don't want to be called tiny in the bedroom at all. If you didn't hear today's second date update, Jenna wanted to call a dude named Brandon. They actually were in a performance together, a theater show, and they hooked up after their last performance, after the rap party.
Yeah.
And the reason he wasn't calling her back was they got really drunk that night, and she doesn't really remember, but she demanded that while they were being intimate with each other, they go by their stage names.
Oh, man.
She was, hey, you know what? She is more of a method actor.
Sure.
And which makes it maybe worse.
She wanted him to call her Miss Cratchit, and she was calling him Tiny Tim the whole time. Which makes it even more disturbing because that's Tiny Tim's mom.
Yeah.
So, on a whole bunch of levels, it's weird.
Yeah.
Couldn't she have gone with Tim and Imagine You when Tim's grown up even?
Adult Tim?
Adult
Yeah.
Tim?
Grown Tim?
I don't know.
Big
but anyway,
Tim?
it creeped him out too much, and he's not interested in going out with her again.
Yeah, I can see that.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Hello?
Hi, my name is Colby Sazarek. I'm calling from Financial Services. Is this Kara?
Yeah, this is.
Hi, Kara. How are you? I'm calling because I'm asking if you know a Malcolm.
Yeah, that's my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Well, he has you down on a reference for a loan that he took out, and he's missed a few payments, so I'm trying to collect payment. Do you know how I could get a hold of him?
I actually don't. We're not together anymore.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. If you don't mind me asking, why did you guys break up? I know it's kind of personal, but I need to figure out how to find him.
Well, not that it's really any of your business, but he cheated on me.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Oh, girl, he must be tripping. He cheated on you?
Excuse me?
I said he cheated on you?
Yes, I just told you that.
I thought I heard you wrong. I didn't know we were dealing with such a dog.
Why are you talking like that?
What you mean?
What do you mean?
I am just concerned for you, girl. I had no idea.
Of course you had no idea. We have never met. You are a bill collector.
But we all sisters, right?
No.
Can I tell you something, girl? It already makes me sick that he's not paying his bills. And now it makes me sick that he hurt you.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, do you need anything else from me? Can I help you with
Yeah,
something?
I do. I need you to go stick your foot in his ass. That's what I need.
Okay. Okay, this is kind of weird. Sorry.
Girl, we got to do something about this.
You said you're trying to collect a loan?
Listen, I'm a bill collector second, but I am a person first. And I am not going to have one of my ladies disrespected like this.
One of your ladies? I'm sorry. Are you a male or a female?
Honey, don't you worry about that, okay? We just got to get this dog if it's the last thing we do.
I appreciate it and everything, but, this happened a couple months ago, and I'm actually over it.
You are
I
so
don't
cute.
really
You
wanna
are
talk
so
about
cute. You are so cute. You are never over it, girl. Not until you have some kind of closure.
it. Look, I'm sorry, but I don't think you're being very professional at all, and I need to speak to your manager.
Well, look, girl, when I hear about somebody being cheated on, all right, all professionalism goes out the door. I don't care.
Okay, well, it shouldn't. This is your job, and seriously, I would like to speak to your manager, please.
I'll let you speak to him in a second. But we have got...
I want to speak now.
Listen, we've got bigger fish to fry. What's his address?
Not giving you his address. I want to speak to your manager.
Give me his address right now. I'm going to pay him a visit.
You're not going to my ex-boyfriend's house. I'm not giving you his address. You're a bill collector. What are you doing?
He cheated on you, girl. He cheated on you.
I know he cheated on me. I was there, but it's not your business.
Have some respect for your damn self.
Excuse me? You don't even know me.
Yeah, RESPECT. Respect.
Listen, I don't know you. You don't know me. You have no business talking about my personal life, okay? Seriously. You're a bill collector.
He had no business cheating on you, did he? But he did it. But he did.
You're an idiot, okay? Seriously. You're an idiot.
I don't know why you're getting mad at me, girl. I'm just trying to help you out.
Stop calling me girl and you're lady or whatever. You're a dude. What is wrong with you?
Give me his address.
I'm not giving you his address.
You give me his address right now. I'm going to go over there and beat him over the head with my purse.
Your purse?
I will march right up to his door. I'm going to take off my earrings and my heels, and I'm going to beat him over the head with my purse.
I don't even know what to say. You are absolutely ridiculous. I have never in my life had a bill collector be so invested in my personal life.
You know why? Because I'm not a bill collector.
What are you talking about?
This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning doing a phone tap on you.
Shut up. Are you guys serious right now?
Yeah, your friend Danielle set you up.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm going to kill her.
She said you recently broke up with some cheating dog and have been mad about it ever since. And girl, I'm here to tell you to get over it.
I'm over it. Trust me. I'm going to kill her.
You got to learn to have some damn respect for yourself, girl. His name is Danny. Danny, what's up?
Hey, guys. Thanks so much for reading my email. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, Danny. I mean, it's pretty dramatic email, man, if you've only gone out on one date with a person.
Well, I think a lot of people know that love is something that you can't wait for. It's something that you feel. It's a feeling, and I felt it with Jennifer.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, we're just dropping that right out the gate. Okay.
Oh.
I know I could be a sappy romantic. I really do know that, but I do believe that, love is just something that you have to go for. And I knew that the moment I met her, that she was the one.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, well.
Crap.
Hey,
Whoa.
when you know, you know.
I'm
I
overwhelmed. Okay.
So maybe Jennifer was overwhelmed too. Well, how did she break your heart? And how's your heart doing, by the way? Is it mending at all?
I'm doing okay. I think that there's still hope. I think when we look back on this, we'll be like, this is how we all started. This is like the foundation of our relationship.
Yeah,
So,
man,
wait.
you gotta keep going.
What did you do on your date that made you feel like she was the one?
Well, and actually, I knew from the moment I met her. I actually met her at a grocery store, and at the moment I saw her, I was at the checkout line, and we just kept making eyes at each other, and I let her go in front of me, and when she was leaving, I ran out after her, and I told her, like, oh, you forgot something. I handed her a cucumber, and she's like, oh, that's not mine. And then I was like,
Okay,
oh.
well, that could have been taken the wrong way.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, in hindsight, it's probably not my best, but I thought it was cute. And then I handed her a piece of paper that had my phone number on it, and she thought that was really cool, and she actually called me later.
Very nice.
Well, look at that. She fell for the old cucumber trick. Many women do, sir.
You're like, well, there's a lot more where that came from at my house. You should call me up. I got unlimited cucumbers, if that's what you're into. So she called you, and what did you guys do? Did you actually go out, or did she just break your heart over the phone?
Well, we actually did go out. We went to a really nice restaurant. We had a really nice, I guess it was a really nice first half of the meal because my heart was telling me I had to be brave like the Knights of the Round Table, and I just got so full of energy, and I just halfway through the day I got down on one knee and asked her to go out on another date.
What?
Whoa, on a knee though?
No, why would you do that?
That's a lot.
God, you're ruining everything.
I thought it would be really cute, and then I realized when I was in the moment, like, this probably looks like I'm proposing.
Yeah.
It's probably really weird, but but with love, you have to just go for it. I felt like I had to be brave about it, and I had to just make a nice gesture for her.
But why?
All right, and did she seem okay with your proposal for another date?
No, she got really quiet, and and I sat back down, and she said we can talk about this after the date.
Oh.
And did you?
Not really. I'm about to say goodbye, and I didn't even get a kiss. We just hugged, and then she drove away, and I just kind of sat there watching her leave.
Oh man.
I'll be honest with you guys. I had tears in my eyes. I felt like I had really messed up, and I saw her driving away, and as I was starting to cry, I realized I could fix this. This is the story that we're going to tell our children one day. This is a story that love never quits. You have to fight for it. No matter what, it's worth fighting for, and we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this.
All right,
Danny, that's a lot. It's a lot of resolve there, sir.
And have you talked to her at all since that day?
We haven't talked in we haven't made conversation, but I've actually been leaving her really cute messages and a couple of poems and stuff like that.
Oh boy.
Okay, Danny, listen. I'm just going to be upfront with you. You're freaking this girl out, man. I believe in love. I think love is a beautiful thing, but you don't even know her.
I do know her. What? Have you ever been in love?
Yeah.
I knew.
Yes. I've been in love. And, I had a really, amazing first meeting with my husband that later turned out to be my husband, but I just wanted to get him naked. I mean, that first meeting, there's a lot of different emotions that can be confused, right?
Okay, I think you're mixing up love with one night stand because this is real. What I'm feeling is love. You probably haven't experienced that. This is something that's real. It's raw for me. It's something authentic.
Well, we've been married for 5 years and are 2 kids deep, but whatever.
All right, Danny. Well, let's not waste any more time. You said love is worth fighting for, so let's do it. Let's call her up and see if Jennifer wants to fight.
That's right. I think we're both fighters ready to fight for love, guys. Let's keep this
All right.
Good
attitude.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, and challenge her to a fight in your second date update. Right after this, okay?
Thank you, guys.
First things Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, Danny is on the phone.
Hey, guys.
And there's really no recap that I could give his first date other than to play this song and say, Danny, I'm sorry, but sometimes love is just painful,
Hey guys, look, thank you so much for taking a chance with me. Honestly, if you can get Jennifer on the phone, I'm going to be a full-time listener, and I'm honestly, if we figure this out, I'm going to be telling my kids that Jewel and Brooke, help bind our relationship, help make it concrete. So thank you so much.
Okay.
No problem. Maybe you can name your firstborn Brooke and Jubal in the morning or something like that. That'd be awesome. Danny, if you haven't heard the first part, went out on a date with a girl named Jennifer that he met at the grocery store, and Danny is convinced that he is in love with her and she is the one for him. Even in the middle of their date, he got down on one knee to propose another date, not to propose marriage, but that kind of weirded her out, and then she left with just a hug, and he hasn't really talked to her since, and he's He's hurting right now, and our job is to help him not hurt anymore and see if we can get her to put his broken heart back together.
Now remember, guys, there's 3 things that you can never break. It's trust, promise, and heart.
Yes,
Well, you can.
get
It just hurts. I mean, people get broken hearts all the time, Danny, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shouldn't happen.
No, I agree. I agree,
Yeah.
buddy.
Totally.
Well, we'll get her on the phone, Danny, and I really want this to work for you, but I promise you one thing. If we don't get you a second date, then you and I will get together, and I'll put you through an intensive course of how to shut off your emotions so your heart never gets hurt, okay? Because I'm good at that.
Okay, thanks.
Bury them deep.
All right, here we go. I'm going to dial her number and see if we can get her on the phone.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Jennifer?
this is Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. I've never heard of you.
That's fine. But I have heard of you and a lot of really good things about you.
What is going on here? I've got things I need to do today.
Okay. Well, we'll get you off the phone really quickly. I just want to talk to you because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you. His name is Danny, and you and Danny went out on a date, and Danny adores you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not him.
Yeah.
Whoa, he really
Oh, my
likes
God.
you.
Now he's using the radio to get a hold of me. Jesus.
You're a little sick of Danny, aren't you?
I never should have gone out with him.
What?
And
Biggest
why do you say
mistake.
that? I mean, we actually talked to him about your date because he emailed us, really wanted us to get a hold of you. We talked to him, and he seems a bit over the top when it comes to his emotions, but doesn't seem
Yeah.
like a bad dude.
But he's over the top. He's too much. He's ridiculous. Did he tell you what he did?
Are you talking about when he dropped down to one knee?
Yeah, that was so embarrassing.
What was going through your head when that happened?
I was thinking, holy crap, is this guy proposing to me? I've known him for an hour.
Yeah, that's understandable to get a little scared about that.
I've never. I mean, he was just like, I would be honored to go out with you on a second date. Will you please join me? Like, it was so strange. It felt like I was in, like, a play.
So, I mean, before that, did you like him?
I mean, when we first met, he seemed cool, but I don't know. It just started to get a little bit strange. He started talking about how many kids he wants and, like, marriage and things you
That's,
don't really talk about on the first date.
Oh, I don't know, Jennifer. I feel like that's the normal progression of a first date, isn't it? You start with hi, and then you end with how many kids you're going to have?
Yeah, no, it freaked me out.
Okay.
It's pretty understandable.
And now my family's involved with it. Of all the things, I just wanted to get this guy off my back and never see him again. And now my mother and father are involved in it.
How are your mother and father involved?
You guys don't know that? Yeah, he called them. He called my parents.
Oh, he called.
What?
I did not give him their number.
What?
Let's keep that. Yeah, he found them. He found them like a crazy stalker.
Oh.
He was texting me every day, sending me poems. He sent me a sonnet by Shakespeare, and I was ignoring him for days, okay? And then all of a sudden, my mother calls me, and she said, well, you know, Jennifer, you are getting a little bit older. I think it is time to start a family. And I said, what the hell are you talking about, Mom? And she said, well, this very nice boy, Danny, ended up calling me.
Wait.
And I said, what are you talking about? I didn't give him your number. And she said, oh, he seems like a sweet boy, very old-fashioned. Reminds me of your father.
No.
Oh, wow.
He actually got your parents on his side, too?
Yes. She said he reminded her of my father. Whoa. And she said, we only knew each other for 2 weeks before we got engaged. And it's, oh, look, you guys have only known each other for 2 weeks, too. You should get engaged. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Everyone has lost their mind.
I'm the only sane person right now.
No, Jennifer, that's not true. I'm sane also. It's Danny.
What is going on? Why is he on the phone right now?
Well, Jennifer, that's the way this works. Danny is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Has he been listening to this whole conversation?
Yeah, he
I
is.
heard everything. Look, your parents, they are an example of pure love, and I want to have that kind of relationship with you.
I didn't give you their phone number. I never gave you permission to call my parents. That's the issue here. I don't care what my parents say. I don't care what you say. You found my parents' number and called them and tried to, like, ask my father's permission to, like, be with me. Like, that's weird.
It's weird.
No, guys, look, honestly, Jennifer, I would go to the ends of the earth to find you. You didn't respond
You've
to any
known
of my
me for an
emails,
hour.
my voicemail.
What? You've known me for an hour. What is this, Romeo and Juliet? Like, we're adults. We're. This is the real world. I don't even know who you are. You don't even know my birthday. Like, or maybe you do because you looked it up.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he doesn't know anything at this point if he had your parents' phone number and called them.
Look, Jennifer, I'm not a crazy guy. Everything I did that night, I did it because I thought it would make you feel special. And, okay, I got a little excited when I got down on one knee and asked you for another date, but I wanted to be there for you. I want to be that emblem for you. I want to be someone who makes you feel special.
Whoa.
Like, the world's like crazy, and if one person can make you feel like you're something like more than just what everyone else experiences, isn't that worth it? Isn't that worth fighting for?
I appreciate what you're saying. You're very sweet. You're a nice guy, but it's too much for me, man. I don't know what I can't. Like, I'm so sorry, but it's making me uncomfortable. You don't want to make me uncomfortable, do you?
No, that's complete opposite of what I want to do. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what
I'm
you're
just trying
doing.
to follow my heart.
Okay, well, follow your heart with someone else, please.
Danny!
Ouch.
Danny, I thought you were going to try to dial it back, man.
Okay, Jennifer, fine. This is the last thing I will ever say to you. Look, there's 3 things I would never break. And that's I would never break your trust. I would never break your promise. And I would never break your heart.
Yeah.
I swear I can tone it back. I just got really excited because I wanted to make you feel special.
Well, how about this, Jennifer? Would you like to go out on a second date with Danny? I'm not down on one knee, but I'm over the phone. But we will pay for that date. Would you go out with him one more time?
No. No, 1,000 times no to use some poetry.
Jennifer, you heard the 3 things you should never break part, right?
Oh, yes. And, dude, you already broke my trust because you contacted my parents without me giving you permission or their phone number. That's kind of like the definition of trust.
I just thought I didn't mean to break.
No,
I
don't need to hear from you ever
like
again.
Everything's
Nope,
public.
nope. I'm done. I'm not doing this. Don't ever contact me again.
And there she goes. Danny, I think Jennifer hung up the phone.
Okay.
Danny, listen, it's really sweet that you believe in love at first sight and all that stuff, but you really got to respect people's boundaries, man.
Yeah, you're right. Look, maybe I just go back to the grocery store tonight and just try it again. And the universe is a crazy place, and I'm sure I'll be able to find someone. I just got to keep trying because you can't give up with love.
Yeah,
you just got to keep going, man. Just hang out in the frozen food section, and one day you will find that true love.
Do you guys really think so? Because I'll believe it if you guys believe it.
Yeah, true love is out there, man.
It's waiting for you, Danny.
That's really nice to hear, guys. Thanks so much.
And it might not be in the frozen food section. It could also be over by the condiments or the bathroom items. I don't know where it is, but it's in the grocery store, and you will find it. Trust me, I know you will.
Thank you so much. Remember how I said I would be your number 1 listener if you got Jennifer on the phone?
Yeah.
I will always be your number 1 listener for what you've done for me today.
Awesome.
You know what, Danny? A lot of people tell us that, and you're the only one I've ever fully believed.
Yeah.
I know that you were definitely going to be there.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
We the best music.
Text in at 78592 says Jubal should have given that guy the number to one of his therapists. Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Good idea.
It's a great idea, but those people have their work cut out for them. I don't need anybody taking their time away from me. Talking about today's second date update. This dude, Danny, wanted to call Jennifer. He was over the top, in love with her. He knew it right after the first date. She was the one, but she wasn't calling back. And we got her on the phone, and we found out that, yes, he was a little over the top, but also he got in touch with her parents
So creepy.
in order to try to get him another date. And he convinced her mom that, like, he was the one for her, and even her mom was like, you need to go out with him again. So she obviously did not want to go out with him, and it creeped her out.
Dude, mom is desperate to get her daughter hooked up.
Yeah, seriously.
Whoa, mom, back off.
So they agreed to not go. Well, they didn't really agree. She said she's not going out with him again. He seemed to be okay with it. He also said that he will be a listener to this show forever because we were able to get her on the phone. And I believe him because when it comes to passion, Danny is definitely a passionate dude.
He's committed.
He's definitely got that going for him.
Yep. And there's people texting in at 78592 who want a date with Danny, and I'm sure he probably already somehow has hacked into our text message board and found your number and will be calling you or your parents. So don't worry about it. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.